What is up, folks? Welcome back to another fishing adventure. And it's that time of the year. Ice fishing season is finally amongst us. And I've got to admit, I'm pretty excited. I love ice fishing. There's nothing better than going out on the ice and pulling some chunky trout out through the ice. Nothing beats it. It's one of my favorite things to do. So we're actually on our way to our destination right now. Gonna go chase after some tiger trout. But we're making a little pit stop right here. We're gonna check out a little lake that I've been through to in the past. You may have seen it if you saw my video. I came here, didn't end up catching any fish, but I saw a few jump, and I was kind of skeptical to see if there's even fish here. But we confirmed there's fish here, so I'm definitely gonna be ice fishing at this lake in the future. So I thought we'd swing by, check it out, see what the ice is looking at. So let's go check out the ice. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty big lake, and pretty much the entire thing is frozen over. Oh, it's a little bit slushy. It gets kind of deep.
If I fall in, then we're going back.
Well, don't fall in. Hey, Yeti, come here. Oh. So there are some brook trout and some cutthroat in here. I'm excited. I really want to come over here ice fishing sometime in the future. Definitely going to come ice fishing here very soon. But let's continue our way to our final destination, where hopefully we'll hook into some monster tiger trout. All right, we're starting our hike. Keeping it kind of simple today. Just got some bait, some rods, and a hatchet. We got quite a bit of a hike, so didn't want to bring too much. Just brought the necessities. And yeah, we got a little hike ahead of us. I've done this hike quite a few times recently, though. If you follow my videos at all, you probably recognize this place we're heading to, and you'll probably know that it has some notorious monster tiger trout. So my only concern about today is that the ice, it should be thick enough. Like, I'm not too concerned, but right now it's not that cold, honestly. Probably 45, 50, which isn't that bad, especially when you're dressed for an ice fishing expedition. So right here, the trail splits, and we're going to continue right. But if you turn left here, up there by that rim, there's a huge lake. And that lake is absolutely, it has some huge brook trout in it. And it's at a way higher elevation, so even though it's a pretty big lake, it's definitely frozen solid. So I want to make an expedition this winter up there and on a mission to catch some massive brook trout. I mean, 4 or 5 pound brook trout up there. Although, if we wait any longer, we might need some snowshoes. Here we are. All right. Guess we're gonna have to find it out. It was pretty frozen a few weeks ago, so, I mean, Yeti's walking on it just fine. All right, it looks pretty thick. Oh yeah, that's thick. Oh yeah, I mean, we got a good 4 inches, and the shore's the thinnest, so good 4 inches at the shore. That's a good sign. Come here, Yeti. I mean, that's 6 inches right there. I haven't even got to it.
Are you sure? Yeah, I think there's some thick spots and thin spots, but we're probably good.
All right, let's make our way to the monster tiger trout. All right, folks, here's the lake. Notorious for monster tiger trout, but we're gonna have to go see how thick the ice is. Well, not looking good, folks. Shoot. So I don't think we're gonna be able to ice fish. There's fish jumping right there pressure in this lake, but this lake is a little bit more frozen. It's connected by this lake, this right here by this river. So we might be able to get out ice fishing if we go over. All right, guys, so we got 2 holes chopped. That one has a gulp minnow on it. This one's gonna have a little green jig with a pink power bait worm. And we've already seen 2 tiger trout. As soon as I dropped it in there, there was like a really good 1-2 pound fish on it. It took a couple swipes at it, but it didn't end up biting. And then after that, I jigged it around for a little bit, and a massive tiger trout with, it could have been 5 pounds, and it had another jig stuck in its mouth, came swimming after it. So we know that there's fish in here, and we know that they're hungry. Now we just got to give them what they want. Folks, so at this point we've chopped about 8 holes, and we've just kind of been jumping around from each hole, one to the next. And when the fishing's kind of slow, it's nice to have a variety of holes in different spots and just kind of jump around, see where the fish are at. Well, guys, this lake was a little bit of a skunk. Skunked us yet again. Didn't end up catching any. We saw a couple throughout the trip. We saw quite a few monster tiger trout and had a couple of swipe at our jigs. Nothing committed. Didn't even hook into one. So we're on our way down. We're gonna stop at that lower lake. See if we can maybe catch a tiger, brook, cut. Really anything, just to get the skunk out of the boat. Alrighty, folks, we made it back to this lower lake. It's just a short little hike. We spent like 4 hours at that last lake. Didn't get a single bite, saw a few fish. This lake doesn't have a ton of fish either, but like I said, there's more diversity, and hopefully they're hungry. So let's get a line in the water, see if we can get that skunk out of the boat. Yes! We finally have a fishing video. Check that out, folks. We finally have a fishing video. A beautiful little brook trout in his post-spawning colors. Not a bad fish.
Come here, Yeti, come here.
Beautiful. He just came right out from under the ice and smoked it. That's one way to do it.
How are you gonna let him back down in there?
I'm just gonna give him a little toss. Off he goes. Well, we got the skunk out of the boat. Now we can go home happy. There's 3 fish around you. check it. Oh, this little guy. Oh, quit flopping around. Beautiful little female brook trout. My dad just pulled it out of that hole right there. Just missed another one. That's what a lot of these fish are like in this lake, but there are a few tiger trout in here. Let this guy go. Oh, see ya. Do you have one over there? Oh, nice fish. Another brookie. All right, let's get tossing back in. See what we'll do with this. Get close up. Off he goes. Brook trout number 3. Alright, well, check it out, folks. My dad just found a little tiny baby frozen tiger trout. Perhaps we could use him for some bait or something. Oh, shoot. I had one just come out. Yes. Well, folks, there you have it. My second fish of the day, our 4th total fish of the day. Another squirmy little guy. Oh my gosh. We'll get this guy right back in the water. See ya. Sweet.
See if I can catch him again.
Oh, nice fish. Hooked off. Hooked up. Hooked off. Oh, there he goes. A nice little brook trout, number 5. Alright, well that's going to do it for today's adventure. Hopefully you all enjoyed the first ice fishing adventure of the year. I would definitely consider that a success. We ended up catching like 5 or 6 brook trout and no tiger trout unless you count that little tiny guy. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching and make sure to stay tuned because this is going to be an epic winter. I'm excited to do lots more ice fishing.